What's interesting to note about this private equity firm, I mean, you're focusing on around $40 million or so, but when you look at the returns that you're aiming for, you're looking between 10 and 15% returns, and that's far lower than the average private equity returns of around 20 to 30% that investors are asking for. What is the premise of this fund? It seems that it's very different in nature.
Well, thank you very much for having me. Really, Progression Capital, our fund is a double bottom line fund. We're looking at social as well as commercial returns. Basically, we are focusing on bottom of the pyramid businesses that are involved in the financial inclusion space. So that would be institutions involved in microfinance, involved in providing micro mortgages, micro leasing, things of that nature that have something to do with improving the communities in which these businesses operate. But at the same time, sustainable businesses that will be around for a long time, improving the quality of lives of many Africans.
So as you're talking of having a social impact, tell us about the sectors that you're actually focusing on, and it does seem that you're going to be focusing on a lot of the high-risk areas. Tell us about your foray into some of the Southern African markets.
Basically, we're going to be looking at the Eastern African market, Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda, and Zambia, with room to look at other markets, Ethiopia and Southern Sudan, as they open. But our prime markets are the Eastern African markets. We understand these markets very well. They are high-risk markets, but we understand them very well. We have a strong background in the financial inclusion space. One of my other partners and myself have been involved in this market, specifically in Kenya and in Uganda, running financial inclusion businesses. And our third partner has also been involved in this space for quite a while. Be it looking at other areas like India and parts of Asia. So it's really our knowledge of this part of the world that makes our fund have better capacity to navigate around investing in businesses in this region.
Okay, so I know that you're also focusing on investing within these countries, as you mentioned, the likes of Uganda, Tanzania, Rwanda, Zambia, and you also mentioned Kenya. Over the next 10 years, is that going to be the life cycle of your investment?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that for, but yes, that's going to be our core focus area.
Yeah.
Those are key target countries, yes.
Okay, so with regards to the life cycle, when you're planning to also sell out, because that is what private equity funds land up doing, are you looking at an 8-year cycle, a 10-year cycle? How long are you planning to invest within these lucrative spaces?
Our fund is a 10-year closed-ended fund, so we'll be investing in these businesses for up to 8 years or thereabouts. So what we would like to do in those years that we're in the business is to see that we get the business to a level, where we're in a position, to get out and, hopefully sell to trade sales or to through capital markets or, to local investors. So it is an 5 to 8 year spectrum, but our fund is a 10-year fund.
Yeah. So let's just focus in terms of what cycle or stage of the business you're planning to invest in. We know that you can get later stages and early stage investing as well. Are you planning to embark on a mix of things to try and diversify the risk?
We're generally looking at businesses at various stages of development. They could be early stage businesses, or they could be intermediate businesses that have been around for a while and have a track record. But at the same time, on a case by case basis, we are open to look at greenfields. Not too many, but we're open to look for greenfields too.
Well, just give us, as I mentioned, $40 million that you're looking at, and how much are you planning to allocate per project? I think you're looking to allocate around $1.5 million per project. Is that right?
It could vary. We could go depending on the needs of that business. We could go from 1.5 to 5, 6, 7, or 8 million, depending on the needs of that business, the size of the business, and the potential of the business throughout the life of the fund.
How many businesses have you spoken to thus far? Have you already embarked on negotiations? If you could give us clarity in terms of the first companies or projects that you're targeting.
Well, our fund just came to market. We have a significant pipeline across the region. We haven't obviously made any investments yet, but we'll hope to close this year with 1 or 2 investments.